All right, music fans, welcome back. Harmless Dave here, talking about real music in real time for real people just like you, just like me. This is a pretty cool thing, although I am going to kind of throw a curveball into it. Joe Walsh has a new radio show, good, and it's on an independent radio station. Really good, because honestly, people don't talk about rock and roll anymore on, like, iHeartRadio. My guess is, though, that Joe Walsh probably won't have Don Felder on his radio show. These guys apparently still haven't spoken since the day that Joe helped vote Don off the island. Although he had nothing to do with the decision, the fact that he was just like, "Come on, Don, just sign the contract. Gonna be great for everybody. So what if we're gonna get 1/10 of what Henley and Fry get? Just sign the contract." That was my Joe Walsh impersonation. Oh, man. I might be able to sing better than Joe Walsh. I'm not sure. We'd have to do a test, side-by-side test. But anyway, maybe not. The Eagles guitarist Joe Walsh took to his official Instagram account to share a new post and announce the new radio show that he hosts on independent 88.5 FM. I find that fascinating, that Joe Walsh, being the kind of weird character that he is, all these great stories about, chainsaws going through walls at hotel rooms, furniture being tossed out of the window, partying with Keith Moon, which, again, I've heard the stories, and they're great stories. It's interesting that there isn't like a big entity, corporate entity, that wouldn't want to take on the new radio show from Joe Walsh. But these are the times we are living in, and these times are crazy. Joe is having Jimmy Fox on. Now, if you don't know who Jimmy Fox is, he is the drummer who started out in the James Gang with Joe Walsh, and he's a crazy drummer. He is a crazy good drummer. Jimmy Fox is a much better drummer than Don Henley. The type of music the James Gang played, all three of those guys, was it Dale Peters is the other guy? They had to make a lot of noise, and Jimmy Fox made a lot of noise on drums. He was a great drummer. All right. Well, Joe has mentioned that he is having his former bandmate, or current, depending on how you look at it, Jimmy Fox on. They will tell some great stories for the show, and they will provide some great pieces of music. Wonder if they're actually going to play anything live in the studio. As of this writing, Joe's post was liked a whole bunch of times in less than 16 hours. Tonight we ride again with my guest and former James Gang bandmate Jimmy Fox. So the station, 88.5, you can also listen on 88.5fm.org at KCSN, or in HD at KSBR. Or you can get the 88.5 app, and there is Joe Walsh and Jimmy Fox. A great band, and definitely something to look forward to. But it would be far more interesting if Joe Walsh told his audience that he might have Don Felder on at some point. But my guess is the contract wouldn't allow it. I'm pretty sure that Joe Walsh and Tim Schmidt really aren't allowed to hang out with Don Felder anymore, unless they decide to leave the Eagles and write a tell-all book. In which case, the Eagles will replace Schmidt and Walsh, and they'll find more country musicians to do it. So, anyway, all right, I'm being a little silly here. But, when you're talking about Joe Walsh, you kind of have to be a little bit silly, right? It's just a shame that a guy like Walsh couldn't be friends with Don Felder anymore. I mean, it was like a divorce. Like, oh no, Felder, sign the contract. So that was the end of their friendship. Really sad, but you might want to check out his radio show anyway. So, Joe, I'm giving you publicity. It's not necessarily 100% good publicity, but, I'm doing my part to help promote your show. And for those of you who want to help promote me, don't forget about subscribing to the channel. Hit the bell for notifications if you want them. And you can always help out on Patreon. I've got a lot of new patrons who have come on board since I started shooting my mouth off about politics. Something that I told my viewers a long time ago that I really didn't want to do. But the world has become nonstop politics, and some of it, well, most of it, about 99% of it, is garbage. And so I am here. I am the 1% trying to counter the 99% of the garbage. But you won't be hearing entire videos normally on politics unless Paul Stanley decides he wants to talk again. All right, I'm done. Thanks again, and I'll see you soon.